New UT coach Steve Sarkisian has made a number of hires since taking the job. One of them is this man right here, Chris Gilbert, who spent the last 10 years as head coach at Lancaster and coached Texas high school football for 22 seasons. Now has to move his whole family to Austin because he's the Horns' new director of high school relations.
I was asked a lot, hey, do you have any aspirations of going to the college level? And, and my response was, I wouldn't mind trying it. And Coach Sark, had an opening, and there were guys on this staff that knew me personally and vouched for me. I joke and say it was one of the easiest jobs I've ever received because, it was basically based on my relationships previously. And he called and offered me the job, and it was unbelievable.
A lot of people are intrigued by the new head coach at the University of Texas and what he's going to bring to the table. Give us a sense of who Steve Sarkisian is.
I think that's the thing that really sold me on coming down was when he called me, he was so genuine. And I think that he is going to do very well in the state of Texas, which, this state is about people. Texas is about relationships. Coach Sark, I think he really gets that. I think he's a great fit for the state because of his personality.
What's the transition like from where you were to where you are, just on the surface?
All this time I've been a head coach, you are responsible for so many things that go through you. And now me coming to this level and having a different role within the organization gives me an opportunity to just dominate my role and just bring value to the coaching staff by any way I can, and try to help us be national champions in the state of Texas and make sure that all the best players in Texas know that we're going to win a national championship. That's our goal. We're not afraid to say it.
What are the tangible ways in which Chris Gilbert in his new role will be evaluated by the University of Texas?
This is a position that really has the strength to help build bridges. They may not know the coach at Fort Bend Hightower. They may not know the coach at Duncanville, but I do. By me being hands-on 22 years as a high school coach, I can bring a perspective that may not be in the building.
Do you feel a pressure to show Coach Sarkisian and the University of Texas that you can get these guys or be that bridge to get these guys to the University of Texas?
I'm not going to be the one that's going to be the determining factor of returning Texas to greatness, but I can be a piece, I can be a part, of the solution to make sure that we have relationships in order to make sure that we get the best players that Texas has to offer. And then if we put a rope around our state, and then we take the best players that Texas has and go play the other states with their players, let's see who can come out on top.
Being ready to seize the moment and being available to meet opportunity when it arises. What's your message to people when it comes to that?
Don't take everything that seems as a negative early to be a negative later, because those negative situations that we encounter over the course of our careers are what gives us the thick skin to make it all the way through. And you learn, and I always used to say, hey, you're either winning or you're learning, and you never lose.
Something Chris Gilbert has held on to since his high school days at South Oak Cliff.